So, you just started Ito and you want to beat your first tower. Today, I will guide you through the basics and will help you learn basic skills to practice later on in your Ito career. Join me today as I will guide you through the Tower of Genesis. So let's just get straight into it. So if you're beginning in Ito, you will most likely spawn here. This is Purgatorio, which is the first place in Ito. This is also where you will find the introductory towers. And you may already notice the difficulty chart. This ranges from green, which is easy, yellow, which is medium, orange, which is hard, and red, which is difficult. As it says here, other areas have many more difficulties. If we want to go fully in depth, we could see that there is easy, medium, hard, difficult, challenging, intense, remorseless, insane, extreme, terrifying, and catastrophic. And these are all the difficulties that make up this massive game. But if you are just joining the game for the first time, you will most likely not be able to do anything else but go into Tower of Genesis, which is why this video will be mostly about a guide for Tower of Genesis. And unlike most guides, I will be using my voice to tell you how to do each part, unlike the captions. So let's just get straight into it. So you will probably spawn in facing this way, looking out here, and if you turn around you can see the giant massive tower, which is about to be your first ever tower. So we could start walking up to it. The doors will open by themselves. And you may already be wondering where to start. So we will go up here, and you could use spacebar to jump and WASD to move. And of course, if you're on mobile, you should have a jump button and an area to move around. So, and this is going to be your first jump. So just move forward and jump over it. And keep doing that for most of these. And keep walking over them. And now, this is what's called a kill brick. It will damage you 5 health. Now, there's 4 different types of kill bricks. There's regular kill bricks, which damage you 5 health. Double kill bricks, which damage you 10 health. Ouch bricks, which damage you 20 health. And insta-kill bricks, which will kill you instantly, making you restart your run. So we can move through the jumps and try and avoid the kill bricks while doing these jumps. So you could go down here, because this is actually a solid, so we'll just fall down here, go up these stairs, make sure to jump there, and just keep doing the jumps. And this is what's called a tightrope. So what I like to do is go all the way into first person, and depending on if you're on mobile or computer, align your cursor with the tightrope and then just hold down forward to make sure that you don't fall off. Now, this is a truss, which you can climb up by holding forward on them or W on computer. And here we can navigate these, do this jump, do all these jumps, and this is actually a spinner. Now don't worry, it's safety netted so you won't fall, but try and jump on the spinner, and if you want, you could actually just go to the next area, but if you want to be nice and patient, you could just slowly wait for you to get there. And back to regular jumps. And this will basically be the same thing until we get to here, and this is our first swing platform, make sure to jump on it when it's close to you and jump off it. I have no idea what's happening over here. So here, these platforms with X's on them, they're called X pushers. So you will walk into them and it will and you could push them. So back to regular jumps, and then just climb up this truss. So now we are at floor 2. Now each tower has 10 floors, but there are also steeples which have 5 or 6 floors, and citadels which have 11 to 25 floors. As you see here, we're going to do another one of these, and this is what's called an X pusher. So if you just move against it, it will move the platform, and then when you let go or jump off it, you will fall, or it will go back. So you keep using these X pushers and wait for the swing, and then just jump onto the truss, or just jump onto here if you don't even need the truss. And then you could just do these normal jumps. If you ever need help with a jump that you don't know how to do, always come back to the guide, and we'll come up to the steps. And now we are in the second section of this tower. So we could climb up these trusses and begin it. So this is where I like to start teaching shift lock. So if you're on computer, you will need to go to your Roblox icon, click settings, and make sure your shift lock switch is on. And then if you're on mobile, there should be like a little button that has a lock symbol on it, and you will click that to get in shift lock. So now you're in shift lock. Whenever you move your camera, that's where your character will be facing. So if I was moving forward and then changed my camera, it will change where I'm facing. So I like to, and now if you can do it, use D or S to go this way and D to go this way on computer, and just go like this on the sides. And you're gonna want to get used to doing that with some jumps, because it will get very important for skills later. Then what you could do is you could just jump on the spinner, wait, and then jump onto here and go over here, and make sure to try, and you could actually use shift lock and just kind of go on the wall like that. And then here, this may look like an invisible secret way, but it's actually blocks that we need a button to get. So we'll push this and now press this button, and now if we go back, there will be blocks here. So now we can walk up here, go on these platforms, do some pretty simple parkouring again. So then we could jump on the spinner here and then do the jump onto these trusses. Then jump up here and make sure to push this and go up. And now try and avoid the kill bricks as always. And now we are almost to a new section, or a new area where we learn something new. So here, these are they're kind of like pinwheels. So jump on them and then wait for this to be pointing this way and then jump out. Same with this one. And then here, just jump onto this. And now you might notice that if we ever fall down, we could just climb back up all the way back to here. So this is what's called a safety net, which usually means that if you fall, you can come back up to where you an area of where you were. So for here, make sure you jump down here. Jump here, go up these stairs, but not all the way. Turn around and then jump back onto these stairs. And now just use this X pusher and then go through here, do these jumps with the triangle. And remember, you could still be using shift lock if you want, like this, but if it's easier for you, just use whichever one makes you happy. So now we're gonna climb up here. And now, these are a lot of them connected together, so if we were to stay on those for too long, we will fall. So we gotta jump to here, same with this part. And this one's like, will move us forward, so it will just kind of stay here for a while. And then we could go. And now, we just progress through even more. So, do these jumps, and then make sure you fall down here, because it could get very confusing on where to go. And go through here, and then jump onto this spinning ball, which you could just go through like this, and jump off. And now on these, make sure you wait and be careful on these swinging platforms. But then just do more of the kill brick parkour and get up these stairs. And now we're at the third and final section of this tower. So now this may look like an outside section where if you fall, you'll fall all the way down. But if you fall, you will just be teleported back up to these stairs. So don't worry. So then just jump through here, onto these, climb up the truss, then keep going on these. Make sure to wait for the swinging platform until you're ready. Jump onto it. Let's go off with my FPS. Okay, I don't know. Sorry about that. But then jump onto here. And we could basically just keep going. It may get a little laggy up here, depending on like if you have low detail mode on or not. But you could just follow these spinners. And this one going backwards, make sure to like go against it, like move forward against it. And then we could go here, go around this, and don't go up there, just jump through there and climb up here and go through here. Avoid the kill bricks. And now next floor, so here gonna go up and then jump down like that. Very simple. So now we use this X pusher to get over here and jump up through these kill bricks. And just so you know, you will most likely fall when playing some towers, and you just have to learn to accept that. But keep going up these and avoid those kill bricks, because you really don't want to die to them. That will make you restart the entire tower. And here, I recommend using shift lock and then doing this jump like that, because if not, then it's very hard to do. Same with this jump. But now keep going across here, go for these, and go against these, and then this one will just take you through and up the stairs. Now we need to get a green button, so we'll take the swing platform over here, and here we go. And now we could just follow the arrows back. And jump through all of these. You kind of just gotta weave through this. Make sure that you be careful at this part, because you don't want to have to fall all the way down. That would stink. Now jump onto the swing platform and onto these over the kill bricks. In my opinion, the swinging platforms are probably the hardest part of this tower. But now we are at floor 9. Here's another part that's really easy to use shift lock for. Same with this. Now use the X pusher. Okay, here. And for these spinners, like I said, you could just follow them, or you could just kind of speed ahead. But then just keep going up here. Avoid the kill bricks as much as possible. I know I've said that a lot, but climb up the truss. And now jump onto here. Now we gotta get a button to get that door open. So if we press this button, now it's open. We could go there. And now this is the final floor, so don't mess anything up. This is going to be the final floor of your first ever tower in Eternal Towers of Hell. So go up the staircase, and I recommend just kind of walking up and avoid as much as the kill bricks as you can, because like I said, you don't want to die, especially this far into it. But you should get to the top at one point, and then just go into the white, where it will teleport you to the final outside section, where this is safety netted, don't worry, but still, try not to fall. So this is a pretty hard spinner, so for this part I want you to hold jump and hold forward, which makes that part really easy, because it can be very hard if you don't know how to do that. So then just do these jumps regularly. Very simple. Climb up the truss, climb up even more trusses, and go up here. And make sure you wait for these swinging platforms, because you don't want to fall off them or do them too early or too late. And go in here. Be very careful on these parts, because you really don't want to fall, and they're a little thin. So then here's an even harder version of what we just did. So I recommend holding jump and then holding forward when you know you're ready to go. And those spinner parts will be very easy as long as you hold jump and hold forward. So here we just have the Skillbook spinner. You could jump over them just to go quickly through it. Here, just kind of, if you need you could jump around them, then climb up this truss, and we're almost done. Now, this is very important. Go on this X pusher and don't let go until you come to a complete stop, because you don't want to fall. And then there you go. You've just been your first tower. And you will probably be in this wind room, and you will walk up to here. You might notice that I've actually gotten a time, so you can see how long it took you to beat it. And you will just click the screen thing. And after beating this, you may now explore the rest of Purgatorio. Alright guys, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. It helps a lot to the channel, and I'm just starting out, so every subscriber and every single like counts. And I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.